Hello everybody, welcome and good morning. Welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European time. On the dollar, we do this show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything else. And of course, guys, we are in some kind of bear flag that might play out or might not play out. Yesterday, we dumped down entirety of the move that we did, a day ago. This line should actually go all the way up there. Something like this. There we go. So you can see up here we got some kind of bear flag going on. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about whether this is gonna break down, how much down it's gonna go, where the fake out will be, and so forth, of course. Before we start, for you TF Fans Club members, latest video notifications up here. Turn that on to get all notifications for the videos. You also probably have to have it on a notifications enabled for the Telegram on iPhone or the Android. Besides that, we got a new topic up here, TLI trades. I'll try posting the trades up here, so you can put notifications up here on this thing as well. I sometimes try new stuff to see if it works out, so I'm gonna try posting the trades. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, I'm gonna remove it, so forth. But we got that going on right now. That said, was there anything else? I thought there was one more thing. Nah, it's good. The Center Plan, what's up, man? How you doing? Robert, good morning. What's up? Me too. Dimut, yo, what's up? Mladen is in the chat. Diamond hands. $1 egg roll, yo, what's up? S, good morning. Stanko, dobro jutro. The Center Plan. Are we looking at our adopter island? Yeah, we're looking at our adopter island. This is where we're gonna go when we make it, guys. This is the beach. This is where we're gonna put up our, what are these things called that you put between the palms, and you can lie there in sun, in the shade, and drink pina coladas and stuff like that. Roland, good morning. Football dream. We gotta know. Dobro jutro from Amsterdam. You're in Amsterdam, man. Nice. Tired legs. S. Groningen. No sound. What do you mean no sound? There is sound, man. Whoa, don't scare me like that. I've been talking for like 2 minutes. Good morning. The shorts will get wrecked. Maybe. I mean that's a big right now question. What's gonna happen with this this bear flag up here? Will this break towards downside or not? That's the big question right now. So we're gonna check that out. We can also look at some kind of hopium charts, whether this goes towards upside or downside. Let me look at the DXY. I haven't actually looked at the DXY. DXY was having this rising wedge up here. Let me just remove this line up here. If you look at on daily time frame, it had this rising wedge, broke towards upside up here, failed, went inside here, tried to go up here, failed, went outside. Right now we are having the retest, so the only thing that's left right now after this retest is actually going towards downside on the DXY. So we don't like to look at DXY. I'm done with looking at the DXY. I'm done looking at the DXY for the next move on the price, but I know people still like it, so we still check it from time to time. There might be some kind of hopium on DXY. Stock market's going down to some kind of support levels down here as well. SP 500. This looks like an extortion pattern towards downside up here. I don't know what actually this is. Maybe just some kind of a pattern up here that's break towards upside or downside over here on Dow Jones. Nasdaq also coming to some kind of consolidation pattern up here, but it's been pulling down for a while right now. So stock market right now has been pulling down for I don't know how many days. This is daily time frame. So ever since this top down here, we've been going down for 19 days on Nasdaq. We've been going down for 11 days on Dow Jones, and we've been going down 19 days on SP 500. So there has been already a move towards downside up here. As you can see, every time you have a big move, technically big move, once this trend over here is broken, you might get some kind of move towards the upside. So it does look like it might happen rather sooner than later over here. Let me just remove this line up here on the S&P 500. Now S&P 500 has this very nice, you know, expanding musical instrument that broke towards the upside right now, you know, doing the pullback down here. We don't want to get back below these lines. We already are, it looks like we're already breaking this support level up here, but we always got two support levels up here, right? So, you know, it's still haven't broken back inside this expanding musical instrument. So, you know, all good and dandy. The same goes for the Dow Jones. We still got this line up here. This is the musical instrument up here. You know, we still haven't broken down. This trend over here got broken over here. Big move down here. Right now we're going to the support levels. So, you know, the big question is, will these support levels actually hold? Nasdaq is a little bit different, but it's still got also this expanding musical instrument. Nasdaq is also going towards this level down here. So as you can see right now, all of these, you know, stock markets in the indexes have this, you know, expanding musical instrument. They had some kind of, you know, a breakout right now, going for the pullback down here. Will this pullback hold or not? That's the big question. So as the DXY is getting a retest, very nice retest. In fact, the stock markets are going into the last support line, and Bitcoin is also sitting on this, you know, bear market bear flag up here at the very bottom. And I have reasons to believe that this might actually play well. So a lot of people are very bearish up here, so you might get some kind of fake out down here towards this line. I'm going to talk about that. To this line down here at 23.2 or something like that. If we go below that, you know, 21.5 might be the scenario for the move. But if this rising channel breaks towards the upside, there is no doubt in my mind that we will in fact break the 25k. If this rising rising channel breaks towards the upside, this is gonna be one of the biggest moves you're gonna see. This is gonna be the start of the big move. So right now we got this rising wedge up here. When you break this towards the upside, you're going above 25k. That's so this, you know, breaking this rising breaking this rising channel towards the upside will indeed push us above 25k. This is stupidly bullish move. So that's why it's very hard to do, right? To do this kind of move, you gotta be stupidly bullish, and if you actually in fact do the move, you become stupidly bullish. So the bulls have enough, you know, what it takes to push it up here, you know, towards the upside up here. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? Now this looks like a bear flag. It looks weak. Some things looks weak. Altcoins are looking weak as well. I saw definitely some altcoins that are looking very, very weak. So breaking this towards downside over here and then falling all the way down to, you know, 21.5. There is, you know, huge probability for that. Huge probability for that. Let's go up here to the daily. Where are we gonna start up here actually? Let's start on the daily time frame. I think 4-hourly time frame. Let's do the 4-hourly time frame up here. And not 4-hourly time frame. It's 1-hourly time frame, not 4-hourly time frame. Yeah, daily time frame. Daily time frame. So yesterday, even though with the dump and everything like we had yesterday, we had a big dump. We still managed to close about. Let me just change this to default up here. We still managed to close above this stop up here. So we have technically right now created already. We have already created a double bottom up here. This is a bottom. This is a bottom over here. Double bottom. This is the top line on the midline up here, and we already create a higher high up here on the charts, which which is technically bullish. We get a bullish engulfing candle, which is technically bullish. We're still below the 10 moving average, but we get a bullish engulfing candle with the double bottom above the resistance up here. So yes, we are having a pullback over here, but we still have 15 hours left to actually do something with this pullback. So is this pullback just gonna turn around and go towards the upside eventually? That depends to be seen, but we gotta keep I'm definitely keeping the bullishness alive, and that we might pull back a little bit more up here. I'm gonna show you where down here a little bit. And is there a line up here? I think there is a line up here. This is actually all the way down to 23.1. Maybe it's all the way down there. The 50 moving average is light below us, but we got a bullish engulfing candle above the resistance, back above the 20 moving average up. You can see here we went below the 20 moving average. So 20 moving average up here. Where is it? Went below 20 moving average, right back up, went below it, right back up, went below it, right back up. So this is 1, 2, 3 times that we went below 20 moving average. and came right back up again. Right now we are again below the 20 moving average, but this candle up here, you know, important thing to notice, you know, still 15-16 hours left until it actually closes. On the 4-hourly time frame, you can see up here that we managed to get above the 50 moving average, and then, you know, we had this big dump towards downside. We had a big move up here, everybody became strongly bullish, we consolidated up here, went down, but you know, we got a candle right back above the moving averages and then slowly pushed back below these levels again. So we are again on the 4-hourly below 10, 20, 50 moving average, and technically, you know, it looks a little bit sketchy, but we get a low and we get a higher low over here on the chart. So as long as this low over here, right now we just got, you know, this close up here, we still don't have any kind of green candle up here, but we got a low, higher low, and hopefully this is gonna stay like this, and you know, we're gonna get you know, this higher low up here as well towards the upside. So it doesn't look that, you know, we're gonna break just now, but if we do break, you know, the invalidation of this move towards the upside up here comes when we break the channel towards the downside, right? If you will definitely notice the channel breaking, you'll definitely notice, you know, trend lines, you know, crashing towards the downside. But right now we are definitely holding the channel up here and moving towards the upside. Let me show you something up here after yesterday's dump. Yesterday we had an emergency live stream, of course, because you know, stuff dumped a little bit down, so I thought, you know, let's grind the subs. So there is that. So what you're gonna see here, we said that, you know, this line, once this line, you know, if this line gets broken up here, we are down here when we are talking about that. We said if this line gets broken, you know, all good, and then we might actually continue all the way back up there. This line actually got broken, but this, you know, and went all the way up here, because this is 5-minute time frame, and it was nice move towards the upside. And you can see up here right now it's consolidating over here. Might be some kind of falling wedge up here that's being in the making right now, but it can actually go towards up here. But it is definitely consolidating right now. So this actually line actually broke towards the upside, but this line didn't. And it's the same kind of thing that actually happens in these, you know, big pullbacks towards the downside. Now if you look here on the 1-hourly time frame, there is a trend line going over something like this, give or take, over here, and you can see that we had this, you know, move where we bled towards downside, big dump, and then pull back to the line, exactly same kind of thing. Right now we are rejected from that line, back down at support. So if you don't bounce from this support over here, there is also looks like it's double bottom, huge support level down here. I just showed you that we had bullish engulfing candle on the daily time frame. We had this double bottom confirmed, at least get a higher high on some kind of, you know, daily time frame, and so forth, so forth. So it does look like it just might bounce. So over here might actually be very nice entries for long positions on altcoins, on Bitcoin, and everything else. Of course, this is all gonna get invalidated if and only if it breaks another line on the downside. So we can talk about that line. So it can bounce over here. It can definitely bounce over here, but it can pull back to a certain line that I've noticed that can happen. This line down here, you see this bottom down here, you know, it's just the distance to this line down here, to these wicks on the downside. So if you do pull back, we go down, you know, something like over here, right, to something like, you know, 23.1, 23.2, this line. And you'll also see that there is a very nice line up here that confirms this, you know, move down to the give or take to these levels down here, right? So we might do something like this, right? We might pull back to these levels over here, because everybody's watching the channel. Not many people are watching this line down here. I mean, there might be a lot of people watching the channel line down here as well, but this line also might be very important. We might touch it with a wick or something like that on the downside. So over here, if you fail to, you know, just run up here towards the upside, I'm looking for this line to, you know, hold. If this line also fails towards downside, we gotta assume we are bearish, and that we gotta look for some kind of, you know, lower levels on the downside. Then comes, you know, this this bear flag up here in play, and whether this bear flag up here, you know, plays out or not, that depends to be seen. But we got some kind of bear flag in play. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking at right now. Let's see up here on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, let's do another chart up here. On the weekly time frame up here, let's pop the moving averages on the chart. We are still getting rejected by this. There is no 200 moving average up here. There's 200 moving average over here. We're still getting rejected by the 50 moving average. We're still pulling down. But when you look at it on bigger time frames, like nothing is wrong. Like this is just normal movement up here. Like sure, we can go down to 20.5. We can go even down. You can technically go down, you know, 19.5 as well, and still bounce. And you know, in the long play up here, it will still, it looks good. There are definitely, levels that we do not want to break. One of these levels is, something like this up here, 10 moving average. So can we go down to, something like 21.8? Definitely. But big time frames, there is no problem with big time frames. Literally, big time frames looks very nice. Everything is nice. We are just getting into fear once we, zoom in up here in the small time frames, and then we start looking at some kind of patterns. Then we go to the 5-minute time frame, and everything looks, like it's gonna drop any second now and stuff like that, right? So there is that. But yeah, we won't analyze that small time frames way too much, but we are definitely pulling down, but we got a low and higher low, and right now creating maybe some kind of higher low up here as well. So it looks okay. It's hard to be stupidly bearish right now because of this double bottom up here, bullish engulfing candle above the resistance up here. Yes, we have a pullback, but still 16 hours left, so it's hard to be bearish. We got also this major support level on the 50 moving average up here on the daily time frame. That's at 22.8. Can we go all the way down and bounce back up? I mean, these big weeks do happen, often. So you can have that. Also 200 moving average on the 4-hourly giving us support up here. I don't know. I'm not bearish. I'm not that bearish right now. I hopium is that this channel is gonna hold towards the upside. If we drop down, I'm looking for this next level down here at 23.2. Whether that's gonna be the one that holds or not, we need to wait and see. But it doesn't look that bad. So I'm a little bit, on the sidelines, but I'm keeping the bullish hopium up. Because I've seen a lot of bears. Every time we go down, 1% or something like that, bears just come out of the caves and go crazy all over the place. $90K incoming. Maybe. Stock market on retest after a breakout. Yeah, that might be the case, that stock market is on wait for the retest. DXY looks like it pumped up to the resistance, so there is that. Stock market fake out. It could be a fake out as well. There is a lot of way how we can actually look at it. How do we ignore some? Needless to say, we have two bearish divergences on the daily time frame. There is no bearish divergence on the daily time frame. Let me see up here. Yeah, there is no bearish divergence on the daily time frame. I actually checked this before the stream. It was one of the things that I was actually looking for. There is no bearish divergence on the daily time frame. And this goes towards the upside as well. I don't know if you can see it up here, but it's not a big, but yeah. There is no bearish divergence on the daily time frame. Down here there was no divergence. There is no divergence towards the upside. The price right now is consolidated, and right now it can actually go towards the upside or downside. It can go wherever it wants to go, right? We have to just look for the signs that whether we are bullish or bearish. And I'm not very that bearish. I gotta tell you guys, I'm not that bearish over here. The momentum up here did go down a little bit up here. While we're going towards the upside, momentum did go down a little bit, but we are still climbing towards the upside up here. So there is that. This on the 4-hourly time frame. Let's see the daily time frame up here. These bottoms down here, the momentum is dying up here a little bit, which is actually very good for us as well. Over here we had the momentum also going towards downside. Well, we have been going into the upside up here, but it's correcting right now because any kind of impulsive move will create these divergences and irregularities on the chart. But once this consolidation part is done, then we can continue doing whatever the price wants to do. Over here there is still no, this is 2-day time frame. You can see down here all the way to the bottom and all the way this bottom over here. So if you do pull that down a little bit more down here, there will be the big divergence. So if you do pull down, we need to go below the previous bottom down here to to avoid the bullish divergence. So if bears want to push the price down here to 21 to avoid divergence, they can do that. But if they fail to push the price down here and just push it over here, something like this, there will be a huge bullish divergence on the 2-day time frame towards the upside. So there is that. Weekly time frame when it comes to these there is also there is slight divergence up here on the I don't know if you can see it on it goes towards downside. There is slight divergence up here on the weekly time frame, so that's why we are having this pullback to correct that divergence. But if you look, for example, on the stock market, sorry, not on the CME futures chart, let me just remove this up here. If you look at the CME futures chart up here, I don't know how important that is or not. There is no divergence up here at the top. So, you know, which chart are we gonna trust? We are still not above the zero line on the weekly MACD, which is a very, very important level. And there are definitely reasons for why we should dump down to 12K or 16K or 14K or stuff like that, right? But for that to happen, you know, we need to start going down first. We've been talking about this before. I've been showing you the MACD, how it played out in 2014. I've been showing you how the rejection of the 50 moving average happened at the same time. I'll be showing you the pattern where we go, you know, towards upside up here and then do a nice wick up here, and then right back down again. This could, you know, technically still continue towards downside, but oftentimes these are actually very fast moves. So the fact that we are not dumping fast down here right now is giving me some kind of hopium that this might actually hold and we might actually break towards the upside. But and just like we said right now, that the 4-hourly time frame up here, this channel, once this channel breaks towards the upside, I'm gonna be stupidly bullish. That's gonna be 25K incoming anytime now. I'm gonna show you why, because this is a rising wedge that breaks towards the upside. This is a rising wedge that breaks towards the upside, right? Sorry, not a rising channel that breaks towards the upside, which is stupidly bullish. Any kind of rising, you know, trend breaking towards the upside is stupidly bullish. What you're gonna see down here, if you remember, we had a, you know, one stream up here on the downside down here. If you remember the move down here, right over here, we had a rising channel over here as well, give or take, right? We had a rising channel up here, and you can see what happened once this rising channel up here broke towards the upside. We had a retest up here, we climbed, but once these channels goes towards the upside, start, you know, breaking towards the upside, that's stupidly bullish. We saw this and we said, guys, and down here somewhere, this is stupidly bullish, because these rising things, you know, breaking the channel towards upside in after some kind of, you know, some kind of bear market, right? These things are explosive. Like this one went explosive, right? So I'm telling you, if this channel over here, or expanding a wedge or whatever this is, if these things you know, break the resistance up here, because right now we got a higher high, if this breaks towards upside, it's gonna be magnificent, you know, big move towards upside. But even a bigger move, it's gonna come when we break this line up here. So you can break this trend up here and go up to, you know, 26K. But when you break this line up here, because this is also a rising channel or towards upside, but when you break this over here, guys, you know, Mladen said 46K, but I say, like, you know, 106K. It's gonna be such a big move. It's such a big move. So right now we are on the bottom of this channel over here. There is actually a channel over here where it actually goes. It's a little bit, you know, there might be something like this up here. Goes all the way up there, give or take. As you can see, we are right now on the bottom of this very, very important channel. Now, you might be saying that, you know, we should put this all the way down here, but it's not the case, because this broke down and retested this 2 times. So it's got a very nice levels of support over here, and does look very nice. And these stops up here also confirmed very nicely. Also midline up here confirms very nicely. So this is the channel, guys. This is the channel up here. As you can see right now, we are on the support of the channel. We are on the support of the channel. But you know, the first move up here is to 26K, but once this bigger channel breaks towards the upside, that's when you get these, you know, huge moves that explode just through the roof. Miodrag Obrovic, not in this year, my beard friend. I added the friend at the end. We'll see, man, we'll see. Longs will get right. There is no bullish divergence in sight. I didn't say it's a bullish divergence. I said there is no divergence. That's the difference. Draw a trend line on the monthly, joining all bottoms. No, thank you, friend. There you go. There you go. I was just assuming you want to add the friend at the end. Short it. I'm not really on the shorting side. You know, shorting up here resistance might have been the case, but right now we are coming to this support level. You can see here we are breaking down right now. I just remove these bear flags, bear pull lines. So right now I'm looking for this move towards downside over here, some kind of dump, 0.8% down, which altcoins might also suffer greatly with that. It's only after this move towards downside up here, you know, once we go below this line up here, that I think that the bigger moves can actually come. Let me go to the 4-hourly time frame, see here where the support levels are. Right now we are having, you know, this support level down here. 4-hourly time frame, we got a couple of support levels. There's a whole bunch of support levels actually up here right now, all the way down to the bottom down there. these support levels up here. This might be important one, right? And then there's the bottom down here all the way towards downside. This on the 4-hour time frame. Let me see on the daily time frame how the support levels actually look over here. There is only right now this support level on the downside down here at 23.50 or something like that, and then there is this one up here at what's that, 23.2. So if you go down to the 4-hourly time frame, yeah, both of these levels are down here. Both of you. This is the daily level. This is the so isn't those? Yeah, all of those are daily levels. So you know, move down here into this area over here might actually happen. This is a daily support level. This is also daily support level. So you can see this line up here might actually hold us and bounce off that. So I'm definitely looking, you know, whether we're gonna bounce, you know, come into these levels and bounce from over here or not. But that's that, guys. Long now, adopter. I did already one long, but you know, it kind of failed. I was, you know, I just kind of, you know, was kind of walking up and I was looking at the charts. And this one, over here, I came a little bit too late because it was holding this support level up here, right? And this is zoomed in on, this is 1 hour, this 4 hour. So I was thinking like it has a chance to, you know, continue towards upside because of this rounded bottom. You see rounded bottom and then fail down. This often might indicate some kind of, you know, some kind of overextension and go towards upside. I didn't do too much TA, but you know, that kind of that one failed. So I'm still gonna enter along, maybe not on Bitcoin, maybe on something else, but I will post in the chat. Bigger, it's blockchain planet. I think now we go bigger. It's time. You think it's time? I don't know whether it's time or not, but it could be time very, very soon. Okay, guys, that's it for me. Thank you for joining. Thank you for stopping by. Right now, you know what I'm looking at, what I think is gonna happen. Hopefully, it plays out. USDD broke trend. Daily Bitcoin stochastic at bottom and MACD bullish convergence long. Buy my beard, friend. Thanks. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go look at the charts. Any live stream tonight? I'm not quite sure about that, but have fun in the gym. There will be no gym. I got a kid that's sick again. You know, kids get sick. When kids go to the kindergarten, they get sick all the time. So you know. Now one of those is sick, so we can't go to the gym. So the gym I continue tomorrow. But there will be no stream tonight. We might. I will be in the chat, and I will try to trade these moves right now. So we're gonna see how it plays out. Should Nordic kids be strong? Hopefully, no more cheese poofs. No more cheese poofs. No more cheese poofs. Bye, guys. Bye. I'll see you later. I'll see you around.